Bro, don't worry about it, bro. It's not. It's just fun. I'm going on
Tulsa,
vacation, right?
Oklahoma, home to the
So
Tulsa
if
Golden
I play
Hurricane in
them, I
Skelly
beat
Field,
them.
where the
I'm
fans
not
have
gonna be able to
gathered and
play
they are
in the
ready to
playoffs. You
see
get what I'm
those
saying?
Hurricanes gather some
Huh?
strength. As we wind our way toward the end of another
Yeah,
college football season,
and
one of
I'm
the
gonna make the
grand
playoffs,
traditions
but
is paying
I'm gonna be
tribute
gone
and
for the
respect
playoffs. So
to
it's like
those who have
somebody in the
just
playoffs gonna
poured
get a
their
forced win
souls
against me.
into the
So I'd
success of
rather
this
like
program
if you
in
was
honor of
going
the
to the
seniors
playoffs, I'd
on
just give you a
Senior
forced
Day.
win.
As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Middle Tennessee Blue
Yeah,
Raiders,
it's just yeah.
taking
So it's
on another
like
team from the SEC, the
I'd
Tulsa
rather somebody
Golden
that could be able to
Hurricane. Glad to have
play
you with us for EA
in the
Sports College
playoffs get to
Football.
play.
I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock
Yeah,
and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth.
yeah.
Guys, we're ready to tee it up.
It just makes sense
Tulsa will kick off and
because
we'll
I'm not
get
gonna have
this
time.
game
So
started. And he takes this from
yeah,
inside the 5.
as simple as that.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Hand off from the shotgun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's going for it all. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback extends the play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That ball was loose. Offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Williams looking for a man. He slings it deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Afterburners coming. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Tulsa wasting no time. Looking for space. It's Watkins. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Got it, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Tulsa! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting a touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The back goes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Vattiato. He's got him in the flat.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Going up top on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On target over the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
That's a 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score tied 7-7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to throw it again. Makes the grab. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback checking off. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Tulsa.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Takes the handoff. It's Watkins. He's there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Williams will pass. They're setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 20. They're able to keep him out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Battiato. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Returner is tackled down at the 37. And your Tulsa Golden Hurricane will take over 1st and 10.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
You gotta try to get it
to you. That's kind of a lot of today's running game, right?
Man.
Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Tulsa wasting no time. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Watkins. Touchdown, Tulsa! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half,
That's a good touchdown.
you want to take the lead. You want to get
Very,
that
very
momentum
good
on your
touchdown.
side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air, it's Battiato. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Slips through the line. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same.
And that ball is picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing.
I was right. I was there. I was checking both of them niggas.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Looking for a man. It's Battiato. That pass is incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
On second down, he'll fire. Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He can't find his man, and the clock stops.
That's a good defense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try to power it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking for space. It's Watkins. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Little touch pass to the receiver. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
23. Middle Tennessee, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And now the hit knocks it loose. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier.
You over here playing with your food, man.
And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this.
You play with your food, man. You going zigzag, man.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive.
You know, I press R1 for that, my boy.
Force the defense to adjust.
Ain't really luck.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown!
If I press R1 for it.
And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look, just
I was talking to somebody that commented on the screen.
right. Way will stand. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5.
Come on, J Money.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that
Bro,
last drive. So they gotta
you don't know, son. I work for the committee, bro. He be editing my players, bro. You better ask him.
Williams will pass. Got the quick pass. At the 35, he's open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense.
I'm not gonna lie. I baited you for that. That right there, I straight baited you for that.
Beautiful job.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44.
Spring? No.
Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Oh, good throw. Good find.
He's run out of bounds, but
That's a beautiful find. Beautiful find.
Well, look, That wasn't a touchdown.
Locked
That
in.
was a
Locked in.
massive
That was
play for this
beautiful, man.
offense. They needed some momentum. They
Beautiful,
needed to
son. I
find a
like that.
rhythm, and what better way
I
than
like that a
converting on
lot.
third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Yeah.
They move the tight end all over.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Power football with the run. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Tulsa wasting no time. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you
I was about to
expect
say, I
from
could
a
have got there
senior.
regardless.
Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Makes the catch. It's Watkins. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Ooh. Oh.
That's the end of the third quarter. Middle Tennessee, 28. Tulsa, 23.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On the run, it's Watkins.
Where are you
Works
going?
his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3.
No, they definitely ball up. NCAA, son. EA Sports, man.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
You probably should have picked the play instead of doing no huddle, maybe. Let's see.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's
4 from
not
4.
going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offense facing fourth down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
You might score. That's if I switch my play, but I don't feel like it.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Coming after it. As he throws. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And
That's a bailout.
This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
That's a bailout. Good play. Good find. Good throw.
It's just like, oh, you're running that. Yeah,
Look at the ball.
you read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Fast motion from the offense.
Ain't nobody coming over, man.
Timber. Gorilla. Acorn. Terrier.
Williams looking for a man. And
Ooh.
he's got it for the 2-point
Good throw, good
conversion.
catch.
They put it in the end zone with a And they finish things off with
Good
an
draw.
8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Movement here from the tight end. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
These corners backing off a bit. To the air. It's Vattiato. Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
They want to just keep throwing it. Caught in the backfield. It's Willis. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You've got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Presley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Makes the catch. It's Benjamin. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Williams will pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. He makes a grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Tulsa. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
That's a good drive.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters. In crunch time to take the lead in this football.
Damn, 11 seconds, dog. Couldn't get no more time. That's a good drive.
The lead is 3 here in the final period. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you look at at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Trying to get to it. And down he goes.
Good
Had a
game.
chance to pull one out